this is a great question, Si, that's come in for you from Saigo Pal. So shout out to Saigo Pal. So it's really insightful. If Salah stays, what do you think Liverpool should ideally look to do with the attack in the summer? Should we upgrade just get rid of everyone else bar Salah? Or you look at this, and I think it is important for context, like you call out. The graph's going upwards with Cody. That's promise as well. Salah's different. Yes, the graph with you were completely the wrong way, but it's not just strip everyone out bar Salah. You can say like Gakpo, everything else looks pretty decent, can't you?
Yeah, I would suggest just from I'm being a football manager on the game kind of transfer, because I'm not a transfer guy. I don't care about any of that stuff. I think our churn needs to be significantly less than everybody talks about right now. We're top of the bloody league by a mile. And not only are we top of the league by a mile, right? I predicted on the stats that we actually had that we were going to get 92 points this season. I might be a little bit under. Everyone laughed at me. But these are what the underlying stats suggested. So this isn't a freak of a season. This is just who they are. And if these lads produce this thing, so you're going to get a drop-off. You can't have the best performance of all time next season from Mo, right? No. What you do need is some kind of underlying suggestion that one of the others can pick up a slack, and hopefully two of the others can pick up some slack. So I would suggest Cody is not my favourite player by any stretch of the imagination, but his underlying stats suggest that there is a chance that he could be the next go-to guy, right? Diaz is fine at this level. My issue with Diaz is not even really an issue. It's that if we're managing a team and we have a finite budget, that Diaz at 28 going into his 29th season, he might drop off even more than he is now at this level. If we can sell him and replace him at this level type of player as a 23 or 24-year-old, which isn't that expensive, we should do that. And we should sell Darwin in the summer unequivocally because he is not going to get any more valuable. That would be it. Jota's Jota. You're not going to get a lot of money for him. You're not going to get enough money to replace him. When he's good, he's really good. When he's bad, he is average. When he's bad, he's average. There's real value in average. He's not expensive. So you don't need to transfer 10 players out of our team when an average or just slightly above average Premier League player is available in his position on decent money. Keep him. I'd like him available more. That's the frustrating thing. That when he's available and plays regularly, he's above average. But over the course of the season, his numbers still play out as average. So he will be like so far down my list of priorities of we need to get rid of this. Because you can't manage a team through anger and through frustration. You have to take advantage of opportunity. Lucho is an opportunity that will be the smart move is to get rid of him before he finishes his peak when there is value to replace somebody beginning their peak, and get rid of Darwin who is at his peak because it's lunacy and there is still value in there. And genuinely, Darwin could go to Newcastle and score 40 goals once. The next season he might get 5, but you need some level of predictability.
There you go, Si. I hope that answers that, which I know it did in depth. And it is important, that context, people, because when we've talked there about conversion and big chance conversion that Si steered into as well, there is still a lot of promise. And for all the transfer talk, and me and Trev do the transfer show, no doubts, we talk about links all the time. It can't just rip them all out and leave Mo Salah. There is still quality there to work with, so that is important. And, well, we might as well finish where we pretty much started, Si, because even for this topic, as I talk about creativity, we might as well just fade into the fact that Mo Salah creates most for the forward line and the rest do their bits. I'm guessing the stats say that one.
Let's just, I don't want to go much beyond what the thing I talked about were high quality chances created this season. And that'll be the easiest way to finish. And Mo's created 17 high quality chances for the forwards and for the other forwards, and the other forwards combined have created 9. we have a very, very creative player. So he is up there with the most creative in Europe. I think he's got 19 assists total. He has 21 big chances in the league. So 17. So of the big chances thing we talked about before, the Opta big chance, he has 21, but he has 17 of those are high quality chances, right? So just for reference, we have where's Trent? Trent has created Trent's created 19 big chances, not in the league, but total this season, and only 11 of those are high quality. So there is a discrepancy between the thing that they award a big chance to and actually high quality chances. We had, I think, in Southampton's game, we had 6 or 8 big chances, and I couldn't pick them out. I literally had to go on a granular level to go, which one are they saying is a big chance? No, I'm not sure about that. Okay. Yeah, that's why I like to go with the probability.
Yeah. I mean, and you think as well for this season, even people, if you just think of the eye test, how many of those balls have been Mo Salah from the right to the left for Gakpo to tuck in, or McAllister coming in at the far post? It is the man. He is the most creative player. And you are right, as you say, Si, that feels like a really good place to finish. I mean, with this side, it's important to say, it's not belittling any of the others. It's not diminishing the others. And we've seen that Gakpo has shown real promise. Diaz can be streaky and offer something. Jota the same, is just never available. Nunes will steer away from, because I know what people will be thinking there. But just in terms, when we talk about this forward line this season, to sort of bring it all together, it is right to ultimately talk about one man, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just this. The whole team is Mo Salah from an attacking perspective. Without him, it terrifies me as to what it'll look like. I can't fathom what how our team builds, how our team creates. In all honesty, Harvey is actually really high expected threat kid. He creates like a mother when he's on the pitch, but nobody trusts him enough to play him, and he definitely doesn't play at the same time as Mac, and you can't not have Mac in the team. It's just too. I think it's just too small, but he also is way too slow to play Mo Salah's role. So it would alter the way the rest of the team set up. I think it's possible to build through the right more slowly, with Connor being the runner because he's fast, and then Harvey playing off the right, doing Mo's incisive passing. So you would have to have that combination, but then you would need the actual killer threat from the left-hand side, and I just don't know if we have it. And the centre forward would have to be like next level. So that chart we showed, that the actual XG for both of them would have to go up 1 each.
Right.
Yeah. And if you look at the graphs, that none of them have showed even a 19-game period where their XG was higher.
No.
So I'm not sure what we'd do with that, Mo. I would just cry for a couple of years, I think.
Yeah, well, hopefully, Messrs. Hughes, Edwards, Ward, whoever's watching, that was insightful for you. And it was insightful for all of us. There you go, people. Mo Salah needs to re-sign. There is value in the other attackers, but there's real question marks when we look at those stats over some. Not bias, just what the facts tell us there. All it leaves me to say, as ever, for Si, bringing all that through, sharing all the stats and information, it is much appreciated, pal.
Pleasure. Good to chat.
And ladies and gents, that was another stats special for Anfield Index.